Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Auto Existence. Today we're going to get started on getting everything ready for the CL125 project. I'm putting together a 74, early 70s, specifically a 74 CL125 for my father. So we've gathered all the parts and we're going to go ahead and start kind of piecing this thing together. Now I have a few toys that I have to show you. First off, I actually acquired a motorcycle lift. Great thing about this is that it's going to make it a little bit easier for me to work on the bikes. Something I've always wanted to have in my garage, and now I can get started on more and more projects when it comes to motorcycles. The motorcycle lift is a little worse for wear. Functionally, it works great. Just the top is a little worn out, and I'd like to go ahead and just slap a coat of paint on there to keep it protected for upcoming projects. So that's what we're gonna go ahead and tackle today. A couple other things to show you actually is, I actually have this parts bike. This is another CL125. The motor is seized, but what I'm gonna be using this for is more of a reference for the other bike. And this was an idea my father had. A little background on my dad. Once I got a little bit older, my father was instrumental in making me a gearhead. So my dad actually is the one who got me into wrenching. Early on, he'd bring home a bike, we'd tear it apart, and put it back together. This is just something that I'm doing as a favor for my dad, and we're gonna go ahead and get started. So you can see the top of this is faded. So you can see I bought a couple cans of Rust-Oleum. Safety check. We're just gonna clean off the top, give it a scuff with some Scotch-Brite, and then just give it a quick coat of paint. This is all just to make sure that the top is a little bit more protected for future projects. You can see how not faded this part is that was under that. This is just some old mint, and this is just a bottle of water. Just remember, if you want to do this really nicely, don't follow these directions. But all I did so far, I cleaned it with soap and water, and then I wiped it down. Then I cleaned it with some Prep-All, and then I scuffed it with some Scotch-Brite, and then cleaned it again with some Prep-All. Now I'm just going to give it some coats of paint. So normally you're supposed to lay down a light coat, and then go back. Screw all that. I'm not going to be painting this the conventional way. This is just going to be a real big, thick coat rather than just doing it the correct way. Mostly because this isn't, this isn't a concourse paint job. It's just a motorcycle stand, so no big deal. Okay guys, remember this is just a hack job. Quick coat of paint, so I just kind of slapped it on there. It's no big deal. But despite me getting paint all over my floor, it looks much better. So I'm at my folks' place, and I came here to check out something my dad picked up. He bought an old Suzuki, so we're gonna go check it out. So if you can't tell, my dad's a big gearhead too. It's my dad's Valkyrie that he's fixing up, and this is what he just picked up. This GS850, this thing is so sick. This bike is so sick. I'm so excited that he got it. This is what paved the way for sport bikes. And this thing is a monster. Full-size bike, revs to 9,000 RPM. I can't wait to give it a ride.
It's gonna be freezing this weekend, though.
Is it really? Yeah. Good, I want that.
When?
These shocks are adjustable. I had no idea.
Like that.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? That small, I was thinking it was bigger. That looks sick. Send it up. Oh, hello. This thing gets up and goes. This bike gets up and goes.